Hey friends, welcome back to my sewing room. My name is Becca, and in today's video we're going to take a look at the contents in the June 2020 Creative Notions package. But before we do, if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, would you please consider hitting that subscribe button down below? It costs nothing for you, but it means the world to me. When you subscribe to my channel, it tells me that you're interested in the videos that I'm posting and encourages me to keep going. All right, spoiler alert, I've already dove into this box and Aiden's here with me to help me unpack this. Hi, puppy, how are you? All right, so we're going to take a look at the items that are here. Let me show you what I found this month. The first item that we have up is a little pamphlet that tells us all about the items that are in this month's box. It's got some announcements on the back, so just really quick, there are 3 announcements on the back of this card that I just want to draw to your attention. If you are a subscriber, please know that that UFO challenge is still going on, so you have between now and August to complete UFOs and post pictures of those to the Facebook group. For every UFO you complete and put a picture of in the Facebook group, you're going to be entered for some prizes that they're going to draw in August. It does say, spoiler alert, the July box is going to contain t-shirts, and they need your t-shirt size by June 17th, which is a little odd because I believe that the package mailed out after June 17th. I think they mailed out on June 22nd. So that deadline's already long gone. But if you haven't given Vicky and the team your t-shirt size, you might want to contact them through the website or through email just to make sure they have it on file. And then the last thing in here is just a note for everybody. In 2020, Creative Notions sent everybody in January a maker's planner. This is basically an economical planner. It has room for in case of emergency. It's got a section for each month, and in that section you've got a monthly layout, you've got a habit tracker, you have a little bit of graph paper for some notes, and you have lots of project sheets in here. And it's got lots of handy reference sheets with important dates and important information that you as a quilter might want to know. They're going to continue making these, and in 2021, I've heard they've made some improvements on this, and they're going to make it available as a special 13th box. So if you are not a subscriber to the Creative Notions package, but this is a planner you want, keep your eyes peeled. And if you are a subscriber and you want this planner, please know that it's not going to come in a box. It's going to be a special box that you'll have to pay for. The brochure says that they're going to be delivered between November and December. So I would keep an eye on their website for these between like the September, October, November timeframe. All right, let's get started. The first thing we have is our project for this month. And Vicky always takes whatever the printed projects are and puts them in these Ziploc bags just to kind of keep the paper nice and protected during shipping. The pattern for this project is a honey-dew bucket. Looks like it is basically instructions to make a liner for a 5-gallon bucket. And this was actually designed by Vicky. There's actually going to be a video on her YouTube channel for the honeydew bucket liner. So if you're not somebody who does well working from a pattern, you need to see it, check out her YouTube channel. There will be a video posted soon if there's not one there already. Vicky always gives you complimentary things in the package. They add to the value of the box, but she doesn't count it in the actual value. This pattern is one of those items that she's counting as complimentary. And the video that's going to go with it is complimentary too. The next item that we have is also listed as complimentary, and it is a pair of cute gardening gloves. I don't know if everybody got the same pair, but this is what mine look like. These are super cute. We actually started a garden this year, so these will come in handy. My daughter does not like getting her hands dirty, so I'm sure she is going to pick these up. The next complimentary item we have is a pack of red, white, and blue wildflower seeds. The package looks like this, and these would be super fun to plant. And then finally, our last complimentary item to go with the gardening theme this month is a package of spring wriggly worms. It is a gummy pack, so candy, yum. You guys know, if you've seen my daughter pop up on the videos, my daughter loves candy, so these are going to go over well with her, and I am pretty sure that I'm not going to get to eat any of them, which is fine. If she likes them, she can have them. Every month we've been getting a Zappy Dot, and this month, this is what our Zappy Dot looks like. It actually matches the fabric quite nicely. A Zappy Dot is basically a button-looking thing with a magnet on the back. You can use it to interchange in pieces of jewelry that we've gotten, or just use it as a magnet on your fridge. I have a collection of them, and I keep them on my fuse box, kind of over there. The Zappy Dot retails for $3.50. We have an advertisement for 20% off of long arming services from Stephanie Stitches. If you guys are a regular to my lives on Friday night, you have seen her pop up in there. She is a moderator, but she is offering her long arming services so that if you want to get your UFOs finished, you can. Creative Notions was doing a recipe contest. I guess they still technically are. Basically, you submit your recipe and they pull their favorite, and whichever one is pulled gets their recipe printed off on a card that looks like this. This month, our winning recipe is Honey Nut Cheerio Bars, and it is submitted by Carol Schuch. The person that gets their recipe submitted for the box also gets a prize. The prize is usually a pre-cut of fabric, so Carol won a fabric for this recipe. We can literally say this is an award-winning recipe. How cool is that? So in January of 2020, we got a maker's planner from Creative Notions, and each month along the way, we've been getting stationery items to use with our maker's planner. This month is no different. We have got a package of sticky notes from Sugar and Spice Textiles. The lady behind Sugar and Spice Textiles is Andrea Matthews. She's a frequent on the channel as well, and so she is the one that has actually designed all of these items and supplied them. When you open up the Post-it note package, you've got several Post-it notes. These are definitely stationary items, but they're all quilting things. This package of Post-it notes retails for $10. To go with our complimentary pattern, we've got all the things that we need to actually do the project, which is one of my favorite things about Creative Notions. When they give you a project to do, they give you everything you need to do the project, so you don't have to go hunt down interfacing or batting or fabric. You've got it all right there, and you can just sit down and do the project. So the first thing that they've given you for that is a small bit of iron-on vinyl. This is a 1 yard cut of heat and bond vinyl that retails for $8. The next item that we have is a purple vinyl fat quarter. I gotta tell you, I've never really worked with vinyl, so I don't know much about it. I do know that I should use a Teflon foot when I sew this, and that once a hole's made in it, the hole's there forever, so you don't want a pin, you want to use Wonder Clips or something like that. This is the color of that purple vinyl fat quarter. This is what the back looks like. It feels good, but like I said, I don't know much about vinyl, so I don't know anything about this. I do think that this is probably going to be used in the project, so I'll put it over here with all the other stuff. It says that this fat quarter retails for $4.50. And then the next thing that we have, which is everybody's favorite, you can't have a quilting subscription service without fabric. So this month we've got a fat quarter bundle. This is featuring the Stag and Thistle line by Brett Lewis, and Vicki has listed in here that there are 8 fat quarters ranging in purples, blues, pinks, and greens, and this retails for $24. So 8 fat quarters at a $24 value means each one of these fat quarters are retailing in this box for $3 a piece. Vicki said that she met Brett at Quilt Market this year, and he is a very talented man. She fell in love with this fabric, and she really hopes that we'll like it too. I love this fabric, and honestly, to me, this fabric feels a little Tula Pink-esque. I've seen his fabric before, and I thought the same thing. This isn't a new thing that I'm just realizing. Each time I see it, I'm like, is that Tula Pink? And then I gotta stop and look, and I'm like, nope, it's not Tula Pink, it's Brett. But either way, very similar. This one kind of blends in with my shirt. That's another one. And then the last fat quarter we have looks like this. Cool. Very pretty. And it matches the purple vinyl. Woo! Creative Notions is doing a Block of the Month program where they're basically taking all of the blocks that were in the Maker's Planner for 2020, and they're making each of those blocks twice, so that at the end of December, we're going to have 24 blocks that we can sew together into a quilt. They're calling that quilt the Dottie Sampler Quilt, and when it's all done with borders, sashing, cornerstones, it's going to measure 66 inches by 94 inches. Now, you can bring your own fabric to this project if you want to, or you can buy the quilt fabric kit from Creative Notions. It will feature fabric from Sugar and Spice Textiles. This is a close-up of what the quilt is going to look like when it's all done. And if I zoom in there nice and close, you can kind of see a little bit of what that fabric is going to look like. I do believe everything's going to be polka dotted fabric, but we'll find out once the fabric is available on the Creative Notions website. Now here's the piece that I am most excited about. Each month when you get your package from Creative Notions, you're going to have nice quality instructions that walk you through making 2 blocks. So this month we have got instructions to make a churn dash and a tulip block. This is where things get really exciting, at least for me anyway. Creative Notions has partnered with a few YouTube channels, I am one of them, to make video tutorials on putting those blocks together. So each month you're going to get a pattern showing you 2 different blocks that you're going to make, but you're also going to be directed to 2 different YouTube channels for instructions on how to put those blocks together. All of this kicks off in July, and the very first block is going to be a churn dash. You're going to find that video tutorial over on the Creative Notions YouTube channel. And block number 2 is going to be a tulip block, and you're going to find that tutorial right here on the Becca YouTube channel. If you guys could see how many takes it took me to get that bit of information out, you would laugh at me because I didn't know how to share it. Okay, so those are all of the items that were in the bag, but I realized I never showed you the bag. This is the bag that we got this month. Creative Notions always puts all of our items inside a nice bag, and this month we've got a nice tote bag. And the thing that I really appreciate about it is it's got a nice long handle and it fits over my shoulder pretty decently, which is good because I'm a plus size girl and sometimes these handles aren't quite big enough for me to wear a bag over my shoulder. The bag is screen printed and it says beautiful things come together one stitch at a time, and it has a spool of thread down here with a needle. That artwork is just absolutely stunning. I can't wait to use this tote bag. This tote bag does have a retail value of $8 and it was screen printed in Utah. That's it for this video. Thank you so much for opening this package with me. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you thought of this package. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button so that you're notified when I post the video tutorial for the tulip block. I'll see you guys all in my next video. Bye.